spread a little joy. I'm Deborah, the Smile Lady. And for those of you tuning in for the first time, SMILE is an acronym. The S is support, the M is motivate, the I is invest, the L is love, and the E is educate. I truly believe that we were all born to smile, sharing our gift, leaving this place better than we found it. Now, if you're kind of on the edge on what your gift is, just think about it. What is it you love doing so much you would do it even if you did not get paid? You've probably been doing it ever since you were a little kid. You weren't getting paid. You loved it. You got into this space. And that's what you need to tap into. You may work a regular J-O-B, just over broke, J-O-B, to fuel your passion, but never give up on your passion. Every person that comes sits in this hot seat has a smile. They make me smile. I met them smiling. So there's no one here, unless they just kind of fool me and get up in the seat and I said, oops. But basically 98.9% of the people sitting in this chair has a smile. I love them and I love what they do. So today we're going to go on an artistic journey with a Renaissance woman that's been in the community forever. She even gives birth to art. Her name is Aldonia Bailey. Now, we're not going to just talk about the artistic journey. We're going to talk about our children. We're going to talk about other things that fuel us as women and read a few of our pieces and talk about poetry and art of all forms. So without any further ado, I know you know her already, especially those local in Pasadena and Altadena. But Aldonia Bailey, the Renaissance woman, I call her on this artistic journey of the heart, womanhood talking real. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
I love you. You know that, don't
Yes.
you? You and your kids. I done adopted Chantrice. I love the other ones, but I done adopted Chantrice. You just had to go through the hard pain and labor.
you and the host of mothers. She has many of them.
Many of them, huh?
So I guess I did something right. So.
We better start paying you child support.
I'll take it.
Okay, the reason why I asked you on this show, not necessarily for your art, because you're just walking art. You are art anyway. You're the epitome of art. On this artistic journey in raising children, being a woman, doing yourself, you paint, you make jewelry, you dance, I don't think there's anything you don't do. So me asking you the question, what is it you love doing so much you do it even if you didn't get paid? I know the answer, but go ahead and kind of put it in a nutshell for those who want to pursue that.
Well, first of all, you have to know who you are. And once you realize who you are and whose you are, you can do almost anything when you put your mind and then your heart to it.
Yes.
You have to want to do that. I meet some people, they don't know what they want to do, but I'm realizing that you got to know. That's just a ploy to not really do what you're supposed to do, your purpose, okay?
Right, right.
They know that's something they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
They just haven't decided yet. They're just like dangling in the wind, wondering. But once you decide what you want to do, you do that one thing. And mine started as far early as I can remember, as my childhood. And it could be the environment, the school I went to, the parents that I was born to.
Because you play the piano?
Yes.
You do spoken word? You've written how many books?
I don't even talk about those books. Most child books, I've written them throughout the 20 years of teaching with the children. I've had them write poetry books also, made art books, coloring books, yes.
And right now you're working, you're J-O-B, just over broke. What do you do?
I'm a child care specialist. I work with the youth.
See?
From newborn 0 to 24.
24. I know you taught me I got a tree that you taught me to work. If she can help me make a tree and you can see it's a tree, she's good. Now, I want to talk about raising our children, and I feel there's sometimes an entitlement. They feel we owe them and this and that and the other, and I know we kind of worked for it. I know we have to meet halfway in the middle, but what do you have to say regarding that and children and nurturing your child's gifts and letting them go?
Grow up. You got to grow up. You got to grow up. First of all, it starts when you understand, and it starts in the womb. You know? When you realize, like I said, who you are, then you understand what you're supposed to do. And sometimes you may not want to do what you're supposed to do. And that's when the village comes in and the team comes in, and then you understand whether I want to do this or not. I have to do it. Not only for me, for my children, for the new child I'm having, for the next generation. You know, and then you go back into your inner self and you reflect, if you can reflect on how your ancestors treated you, how your grandparents, whether it's a grandparent or it's a guardian that you had in your life, whatever support, those are the jewels and nuggets, the food in heart and soul that fuel you, hopefully to fuel you to do your best and to do right. Now,
I know the work ethics with me. I worked from the time I was like 10. I was the oldest of 5. I had a regular job at 14 because I went to a vocational school, earning a paycheck, and work. It doesn't seem like our children today have those same work ethics and paying their way, and people owe them. I don't really get it, and even if you raise them to do that, they feel it's old school or whatever. I'm entitled to this.
Yeah, you know, you like you say, your birthright. You're born. You the oldest?
Of 5.
That has a lot of significance and meaning. Our places in life are very important to who we are. Like I said, you make the decision based on your education and your parent education to decide to take that position, and you claim that. Like you claim your kingship, your queenship, you claim that. You accept that. I am the second to the oldest of a total of 12 and 8 that we live with. And knowing my position, you're a caregiver. So you learn to care. And so everybody is not really a caregiver. Like I said, don't take it on. I found that working with people, you think they're like you, they're not. We're all human beings. We all know, I'm not going to say we don't know. Some of them don't know. I can't say we all know. But we have our rights. You have to know your human rights and your birthrights to understand what is you're supposed to do. When you understand that, and your parents are teaching you that, and everybody don't have parents. You know, I work with children. I work with people from different walks of life. I work from the shelter. Some have been adopted. Some don't know their parents. Some, you know, so I always can't say, well, your parent. That's what I say. Your guardian. Your guardian. Whether your guardian.
Your gardener. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever's teaching you. Right now, this year, it seems like some of the youth don't want to listen or respect the elders.
Oh, that's it. Respecting elders.
And,
respect.
It's important. And
Very
the thing
important.
about that, you'll be surprised. They have some youth that tell their parents, you know, they deserve respect. I'm like, I don't think so yet.
Earn it.
Yeah, we're all born with 100%, and then you can deplete that, or you can add to it. You know, and when you're adding to that 100%, I said, if you bring 100, I bring 100, that's 200. Why you got to bring 50? Why you got to do 20, 80, 30, you know, 40, 60, 30, 70? You don't do that. Bring your 100% and listen as a parent. And I have to remind my children, they're grown now, they're grown. When they were younger, I had to remind them, sometimes there are places. People get mad when you say you got a place. No, you got a place. You're not in my place. You have to know your position in life. You have to respect that. And just because You are going to college or you are going to school doesn't necessarily mean you know more.
Exactly.
You know what you know, what you
Can
learned
you
in
apply
college.
what you learn?
And you don't have the same 30, 40, 15, 10 years. You have to get that experience. And like the young man was saying, I heard one of your shows, he said that life is a journey. It is. You have to do the work, and then you gain. And then you can win. You have to be respectful. You have to work. My first job, like you said, I played the piano. I had to sit down and practice playing that piano for hours. My mother made sure. And someone say, well, your mama made you do this, do that. I'm like, yes, probably, yes, she made me, but it wasn't by force totally. It's me being developed as a child and growing. It's her teaching and training me all these, all these different areas in life, whether it was music, cooking. I enjoyed cooking in the kitchen. I enjoyed watching her. I enjoyed learning how to scale a catfish, how to cut up a chicken in 16 different pieces, how to take the string beans and string them up and peel them and sit there and peel the potatoes. You know, I enjoyed baking. I enjoyed those things.
So
making candy, making jelly.
Which one was
jams.
older, you, a boy or a girl?
My sister.
Okay. So the
She's
two,
older.
it was you, your sister, and then you.
And me.
Okay, good. Okay.
And
how many years difference?
A year.
A year. Okay.
Probably
Oh, that's really
12,
good. That's good.
And she's amazing too. Now, her strong point was she opened up the beauty salon like you. She opened up a beauty store, and she loved doing hair. She designed clothes, made clothes.
That's when I went to school for that first.
And she was a tailor. Now, my mother taught us how to sew. Like you said, sometimes it starts in the home.
Exactly.
She taught me how to sew.
Exactly.
Before I was doing art and painting, I was sewing.
So my thing is I feel just like I was kind of forced into the role. My mother was 29 years old, raising 5 kids alone. I was the oldest, so I took over like that surrogate parent role.
Yes.
Because she went out there and was working, and I had to take care of my youngest brother is 9 years younger than me. And then, you know, we were like boom, 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 boom. She had him. Then there was a little space, a 4-year space, and then she had my baby brother. But it was really, really difficult, but we learned a lot because we had to survive. But now it seems like we're giving the kids so much that they don't want to do anything.
Well, entitlement comes in.
Yeah.
We're giving them, but they're not understanding. You have to also give back. There's the laws of reciprocity.
Yeah.
To give and receive. To reap and to sow the plants, you know. You cannot get
But they
nothing
don't get
from
that part.
So because we have to remember they're not just part of us, there's a society, and there's people in the society that has explained to them that that's how it works. But as parents, we know it doesn't work that way very long, and it's not true. You have to give and receive. There's no way you're going to plant that seed and it's going to grow without being watered. Doesn't work. That's scientists. Some things they don't want to listen. They think they know more than you. And sometimes some of us have to learn our lesson that way. So.
I had one, because you didn't travel, you don't know more than me. Or since you didn't do this, you don't know more than me. And why ain't you giving me this? Why don't you earn this?
Yeah.
You know, why don't you offer to do something and then boom. It's not gimme, gimme, gimme. Our job as far as providing for them, 18, you grown.
Yes.
I mean, yes, we want to give and guide and whatever, but at a point, they have to say, what can I do for you, and blah, blah, blah.
And then what they have to understand is, too, like I tell people, walk in my shoes.
Yes, exactly.
When you can walk in my shoes, then you can make the choices that I made, or even better choices. And then if you want to analyze that, you know, it's too late for all of that anyway. What's done is done. But for your life to be better, listen to the guidance from your elders.
Exactly. Oh, but to Africa, they respect the elders there. Now, to reach you for art or anything like that in mentoring, How can they reach you? Artistic Journey. What is
They can go online. I have a program that I started, an art program for youth and community, Artistic Art Journey. It's on Facebook, and I also have a website, Artistic Art Journey. They can go to artisticartjourney.com. They can reach me at aldoniabailey.com, which shows some of my original art shows and workshops, so you can reach me there. Simply Aldonia Show, which will be inviting people from the community who will share their journey and their arts and showing a connection with your regular lifestyle and your regular working and the people you meet that has the same creative artistic talents that are hidden.
So to close, give advice really quick to the audience, to your younger self, to youth out there that feels entitled. Just give some words of wisdom to them.
A younger
to
self,
your camera.
Younger self, I would say, never give up. Always do your best. Do the right thing, even though you're not sure it's right. Do your best, and do your best. The other thing, you asked me another question. I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, to the ones out there feeling entitled. I mean, I get really frustrated that, people feel that you owe them.
Yeah. You have to understand who you are first. And then you need to make sure that you understand that you're not entitled. You're not entitled. You're not entitled to this. You have to understand your walk. Your walk may be different from your best friend's walk. Ooh. Or your friend that makes two-parent homes with giving you everything provided for you. But if you don't teach them,
affluenza, y'all. There's somebody that just affluenza.
If you don't teach you, you fail your child.
Yes.
If you give them too much,
I feel
if you spoil them, they spoil right. It's true.
Spoil.
You can't. You gotta teach them. Parents, teach your children. Play with your children. Enjoy them, because they grow up so quick too.
Yeah.
They grow up so quick.
So you know what? I know I'm going to have Aldonia on again. I say that to all my guests because there's no way you can capture all of their gifts in 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So tune in to Aldonia, and I want you to share your smile because that's what you're here to do. A person's life should be better because they met you, not worse. That's Mother Theresa. And there's another quote. If you see an injustice being done and you do nothing about it, you're just as guilty as the person committing the injustice. So speak up, share your gift, work your purpose.
Yes. That was good.
Thank you. Yes, you're good.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable, and with you when you had your heart broken. They were with you when you shared your love with the world, and with you when she became your world. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them?
Ready to gun it. is on the wall. It's completed, finished. You have the upper hand, yeah. I already won it, and I know it looks bleak. Got you feeling kinda weak, yeah. Don't know how much it can take you on the verge of that breakdown. I know you have heard it before, but this is different. You have been here for far too long. Are you ready to ride? 'Cause I'm here now. I'll win. I'm here now. I'll win. 'Cause I'm here now. I'll win. Oh yeah, I'm here now. We win. 'Cause I'm born to be a winner, right? You know I'm born to be a winner, right? 'Cause I'm here now. I'll win. Oh yeah, I'm here now.
I was born to be a survivor, opposite of a product of my environment. They surprised I ain't dead or locked up. The drama, been through it, refuse to be influenced by the voices saying that dreams wasn't meant to pursue it. They thought failure was destined to be the bottom line, waiting on me to fall, but only saw me defy the odds. Keep my head to the sky, but stay low to the ground. Stick to the fact that built the last, my moment is now. Yeah, we got 'em, 'cause I'm here now.
I'll win. Oh yeah, I'm here now. I'll win. 'Cause I'm here now. I'll win. Oh yeah, I'm here now. We win. 'Cause I'm here now. I'll win. Yeah, I'm here now. I'll win. 'Cause I'm here now. I'll win. Oh yeah, I'm here now. We win.
Never give up on yourself, 'cause there is no one else to ever be the way you are. Never give up on your dreams, that you will be that person